Hi, some of you guys might be wondering where I have been for so long. Actually, what happened is since my last video was uploaded, after that I kind of felt, weird. Not in a like okay, I was everything was physically right. I was not feeling sick or ill. I was kind of overthinking a lot for no reason. And there were a lot of reasons for that. I was questioning myself, what am I doing? I was feeling vulnerable. Like I have never been social. I have never used social media that much. Um and I have never posted much on the social media, so um the concept of sharing was quite foreign to me. But I when I started this channel, and I put myself out there, and I was being kind of vulnerable in a way. So I kind of felt that pressure as well. But then again, I was also thinking that what 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 am I doing? Like the things I'm saying, do they mean anything? Like does it even make a difference? Like what is my role here? I was really confused. Like, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? So I had to stop at that time. I thought, I should like sort of reflect, take time and reflect on myself. And I kind of did. And it kind of helped in a good way. Even though I miss everyone out there, I wish I was back soon, but it was unnegotiable. Like, it had to be done. So basically, what I did was I actually noted down some reasons why am I feeling what I'm feeling. So yeah, um, um, I think um, one thing I also encountered is like the reason I started this channel in the first place was basically to share my thoughts and ideas with you guys, like my inner reflections. Um, they're not basically about. Um, they might or might not be about um, spiritual well-being or things of that sort. Basically, that's not what I'm trying to do over here. I'm just trying to um like note down my thoughts and stuff like that. But um I felt like when I was talking to myself, like I was writing down stuff, it felt amazing. But when I was in front of camera, I felt pressure, and the things I wanted to say, I couldn't say, you know. Um, so I think that was one of the reasons to like my content was not that great, because what I was thinking of, I couldn't say it on the camera. Um, and the reason, and the reason was very simple, that I was not very good at talking in front of camera. I mean, like I used to talk to myself. I used to talk to people. I was familiar with those situations and scenarios, but talking to camera was something foreign to me. I had never done that. So yeah, like when you try to convey something in front of camera, it is a skill. It is not as easy as it seems. Like you think like these people are like coming in front of camera and then just sharing their information, but it's not that easy, quite honestly. So you gotta be good at it. So I felt that I was not very good at it. Um, so whatever I was trying to say, it always felt like I wasn't doing a good job. Um, so that's one of the reasons why I felt like I should take a break and kind of, yeah, to do it better next time. But I quite honestly, at that time I had never thought like I would come back. I thought maybe that's it, or who knows. Like I wasn't quite sure what was gonna happen with me in this regards. Like was it gonna continue posting or not? But anyhow, here I am again. I think like I like to convey my thoughts. I like to present my thoughts, but I'm prepared this time. I took my time for a good reason, and I feel quite honestly. I feel happy about it. Like I genuinely feel happy that I actually took this time off because that gave me enough time to reflect on myself and kind of figure out my priorities. Like why am I doing what am I doing here? And I kind of got the answer. Um, it just doesn't need to be. I don't need to be teaching stuff here or here. It doesn't have to be meaningful either. It is just like me. I'm sharing my life and enjoying it. I have always felt like scared of being online and being out there. This concept has always scared me because uh, I was very aware of the judgment that I was gonna face when I would be like when I would come in front of camera. So that was always there, and I felt that it was gonna happen. So I did it anyway. So I'm actually like kind of happy with myself for doing that. But yeah, my whole reason for doing this channel is basically to share my thoughts and ideas, and that's gonna continue. I felt like was I was diverging from that um, topic, like uh, from that reason. I was digressing from it. I was not doing it right, so I was kind of diverting from the main topic. But I'll try to be as close to my topic as possible. I won't get into stuff that I'm not supposed to, and I will basically reflect on my life and I would take note of the small things around me because that's what I like. I like to kind of, because I think like when you do that, you kind of, your life kind of becomes interesting in a way. You see, like our life kind of seems to fly by so fast. It is like, we somehow it is very like kind of odd that we people um see our lives flying so fast and we're not doing anything about it. I think it is basically the reason for that being the consumption of social media, like scrolling through internet a lot that consumes a lot of your time. So when I'm supposed to think, then I kind of don't have to do that because like when you observe things, you must be calm. Your mind must not be distracted. So that's one of the reason I chose to do this. It is basically kind of to be as calm as possible. Um, be less stimulated by social media and stuff. Kind of take notes. I recently brought this diary that I'm gonna use from now on in my videos. Like I take note of the bullet points in here. I write things in my own diary um at home, but I'm thinking of making videos outdoors from now on. So yeah, like in order to not diverge from like not digressing from the main topic, I have to have some bullet points where which will help me keep track of the topic. So yeah, uh, yeah, that's my whole. That's what this video was all about. Um, yeah, all the reasons that I mentioned are the reasons why I'm here still again. I think I like it. I like it a lot. I kind of missed it, and I feel happy that I took some time off because that actually helped me to realize how much important it is for me. At that time, I felt like what difference does it make? Like me uploading a video on YouTube, what difference does it make? But it does. It actually does a lot. Because I've thought about it a lot now, and it kind of makes sense. Like it kind of does make difference in the ways that I could have never imagined. Um, so yeah, I'll be here from now on, hopefully, and I'll be talking about everything, like my usual stuff, like whatever I come across, because I felt like I felt um, that I'm very emotional person in a way. Like I kind of observe things a lot. Not that I'm emotionally reactive, but I observe things a lot. I observe my surroundings. I see things around me, and I take note of it. So I thought it might be cool to share with you guys. And those of you who are interested in that sort of thing, you might want to stick. And for those who don't, who kind of if you find this boring, then you're good to go as well. Um, yeah, my there are a lot of reasons still that I can't possibly cover over here. Like yeah, I'll say, like I think like the long form content is necessary now because like people are just consuming short form content and being like stimulated a lot. They're just like their attention span has gone down to zero. Like now people like me who are making this boring content, I think it is essential to maintain the balance some because people need to have that balance. Like if you're consuming a lot of short form content, which most of people are, um I kind of um think that it is messing with your mind in a bad way. But I think like I'm fortunate that I don't do that much. But and I also think that the people who are watching this might not be doing that too much, because the only reason you're watching this is because you actually have a good attention span, and congratulations for that. um and yeah, continue to be that way, because honestly, I don't know, there's something wrong with this generation. Like these people don't even um they just don't enjoy these sort of things where there's calmness, where there's like subtlety where they just don't like the slow life. In short, they just want everything so fast. Anywho, I'm just digressing from the main topic. Yeah, I will be talking about these things as I said. So yeah, that's it for today. And I'm sure like hopefully I will be uploading content more often now, because I made my mind to it, and it's now final that I will I'll be doing it for I will be enjoying it from now on, because it kind of helped me the whole break. It did in a lot of ways, because I thought about it a lot. I um I urge you to, like, you too, maybe like start something, start a YouTube channel if you can't. Start writing diary. um have a journal. It's very useful. Just keep track of your thoughts. It is very useful. It kind of tells you who you are. I know, like, it kind of sounds crazy, but it is what it is. So yeah, you get rough idea who you are when you sort of keep track of your thoughts. That's the only way to know yourself, basically, because everyone, like, ev- everybody can know you, but you you yourself can't. um it is because, like, we judge others, but we don't see ourselves more often. We don't see how we think. We don't see um um how we talk and stuff like that, how our mind works. So I think uh other people have rough idea who you are in that matter, like, because they hear you talk. But when you kind of do scrabble, when you kind of do right stuff, it kind of gives you a rough idea about your life, about your personal life, about your thinking and your thoughts. So I think that's a good way to do that. So yeah, just enjoy your life, and I will see you in future, hopefully, with another video. Till then, be blessed.